Hi, it's Lori, the armchair chef. I have a order from Lion Brand, and it's not a mystery because we had somebody post something about ordering. Oh, I think it was the Yarn Geek. I think it was the Yarn Geek posted something. I haven't seen anybody open these. It was a free box of tea if you ordered two skeins of yarn or something like that. And she said, just go get some DIY yarn, which is like $3 or $4 or $1 a piece, and then you can get free tea. So I'm like, okay, I'll go take a look. And so I did. I'm like, oh, sure enough. So I ordered two skeins of yarn, DIY yarn. I keep looking up at the camera and down, so that annoys you. It annoys me too while I'm watching this. So I ordered some yarn so I could get my free tea. So let's take a look. That was Lion Brand. I ordered the hot pink because I thought, well, who doesn't need hot pink? And it's DIY yarn. It is la, 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 gosh, color's bad. It says hot pink, so I guess I was right. Um, it's a worsted weight, 65 yards. So I got two of those. I ain't get no tea. So when I looked at my order, there was no tea, and I'm like, okay, let me go read the rules. Well, I was supposed to put the tea in my order, and then it would be free. Well, I didn't know Lion Brand has sells tea on their site. I didn't know I had to go get. Oh, I got to get the dog's toy. Hang on. Uh, Yoda Bunny's having a bad ear day. Huh? Huh? You want that? You want that? Okay, go get it. Yeah, I didn't know that they sold tea, so I didn't know I had to go find the tea and put it in my bag. So for $8, I just got two skeins of yarn. Well, so okay. Once I figured that out, it didn't show up. I went back and put tea in my cart and ordered more yarn. Of course, I had to get my free stuff, even though now it's cost me twice as much for this free tea. But what the heck? Let's see how this goes. It's been a while since I got it. It's been sitting here. I haven't felt like recording anything. And I haven't seen nobody else open this. So I ordered more yarn, two more hot pink. So now I have four because who can't use more hot pink yarn? And this time I put the tea in my box, in my bag. So let me see what it got. I do like taking the tea to work because, it's in bags and they have sugar and stuff there I can use. I do like it though when it comes in a package that says what's in it because if it comes, I did buy a whole bunch of them. Some of them come in just bags with tea, and then you don't know what it is once you take it out of the box. And I put them in a canister. I have a canister for decaffeinated and I have a canister for caffeinated. So at night, I will grab from the decaf and then the caffeinated one. Sometimes I'll have it in the morning or I'll take it to work with me. So, yeah, that's like I said, that's my organization skills. I do so much, it makes it complicated. Okay, let's get this open. This is child proof. I wonder why. Um, yeah, I got to mention, if you have not been watching my videos all the way through, you are missing out. And if you have been, you know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink. I have some more coming and I will tell you what they are. I have my Mystery Yarn Challenge. It's a finished project. I have to show that to you. And I'm going to be finishing probably today my quick and easy project, which would be a brimless beanie. Deb made two of, I think Deb made one already for me. So when I put mine up, I'll put a picture of hers up, the one she made, sort of in support of my project. She made one too. She said it wasn't that, or no, it wasn't that one. But okay, good. Look, they are in pouches that say what's in it. That's what I like. Now let me see. What does it say? It says there's it's Ahmad tea from London. Does any of you people over there, do any of you people over there know this brand? Is it any good? English breakfast, classical blend of fine tea, characterizes the traditional English cup of tea. That would be caffeinated, I'm pretty sure, because you want caffeine for breakfast. Earl Grey, I like Earl Grey. It's spiced. A subtle blend of quality tea scented with the elegant fragrance of bergamot. Bergamot is citrus. I keep remembering that. I'm pretty sure this is caffeinated because it says if it's not, okay. Next one is English tea #1. A blend of exclusive quality teas lightly flavored with bergamot. Again, citrus. It is yellow, so maybe that is a thing. Here we have fruit and herb, which would be lemon and ginger. That's a good combination. Orange and ginger is good too. Actually, ginger's good. Zest of fragrant lemon infused with spicy and sharper notes of ginger to create an enticing brew. Now, does that have caffeine in it? Probably not, because it's lemon and ginger. Next one would be, yeah, I'm doing this because it makes the video a little bit longer. Otherwise, I would just be opening up a box of tea and 2 bags of yarn. Peach and passion fruit. The exotic flavors of peach and passion fruit complement each other perfectly to provide a luxury drink. Ooh, I like. There's people out there that do like this. What I'm probably going to do is try one of each and then throw the rest of them in with the giveaways I have this month and share them because you can only drink so much tea. Mint green tea, a blend of the finest quality green teas enhanced with mint leaves for a refreshing experience. You know what I just realized? Mint with chocolate chunks is my favorite ice cream. That's the one I seem to like the best when I'm in the fridge. That and the like anything with caramel in it. Those are my 2 favorite ones. I just got some of that oat milk ice cream and I eat about this much of it or about half of it a night of a pint so it doesn't make me sick with too much sugar. Yeah, that's not too bad. Because I think it's 3 servings, but I do a half. Otherwise, I can have the they call it dumping, where all the insulin's released into your system and you feel like you're dying. Yeah, I get that. I try not to get that. I try to avoid it. Black currant burst. I wonder how strong these flavors are. I like it when this flavor is very strong. You know what I think? I think you need to make smaller cups of tea, use less water, and your flavor's stronger, probably. I'd probably use too much water. Crisp aromatic notes of black currant form a splendid fusion with our finest black tea. There is definitely caffeine in that. And the last one, oh, this sounds good. Honey. I love honey. We have local honey here, and I made sure I bought it and started using it so that I could maybe get a little immune to the local foliage because I have a lot of allergies to green things, which includes plants and trees and weeds and all that stuff. chamomile, honey, and vanilla. A harmonious tea full of naturally calming chamomile. A herb, they spelled chamomile different. We have an H in ours. They didn't put an H in it. A herb known for, oh, they put the H in the herb. Cat joke. For its relaxing properties to soothe and relax you. Relaxing properties to soothe and relax you. Okay, that's kind of redundant. Okay, well, those are the teas that were in there. And it looks like there are 6 of each. That's pretty good for free. I don't know if they were still having this deal when it ended, but it's been sitting here for a while. Yeah, the Yarn Geek. Yeah, the Yarn Geek. The geeky girl that does the thing with the Affordably Crafty. I think she's the one that had posted it. So, yeah. It's got Lion Brand's logo on it. That's pretty cool. I didn't know they sold teas. So that's that. And I don't have anything else I really want to show you at the moment in this video. That would be it. So thank you for watching. And thank you for coming to my channel if you're new. This is a channel that includes all kinds of things. I have lots of playlists. I have a playlist for eating. I do eating sometimes. I do midnight snack attacks. And when I see something new out in the store, I'll get it and I'll try it. A new Peeps flavor, a new chip flavor, a soda flavor. Yeah, just I'm not doing it as much now because I am on a goal to lose some weight that I gained when I moved to Utah 5 years ago. And I'm pretty much there. I just don't want to gain that weight back. So I'm trying not to eat too much stuff. But I do still like to do the tastings and eat stuff because I want to try it. So I might as well share it with you, make a video. And I have a channel for shopping which is very big. I do that a lot. And it's not just shopping for yarn. I shop at Amazon and I shop at the local stores. I've been cutting back on that too, a little bit, not as much, because I really don't need more things. I am going to be doing a shopping haul from Temu. And I'm taking my time because I'm being way more selective on what I'm getting. My goal is to try to only get things that are usable and maybe more than one purpose, multi-purpose, or definitely I will be using it, not decorations. Okay, for an example, remember I was dyeing my hair and everything was turning purple because I was using that purple dye and I had to scrub my skin with all kinds of things. Well, they have little rubbers for your ears that you can put on your ears to cover them when you dye your hair. So I'm going to get some of those. Now, when I do this color, it has a developer in it, so it doesn't do that. It's like when I was doing my blonde, it would bleach, whatever it is, it's the one with the developer. Now, the one that doesn't have the developer, that's the dye, that's the one that I get on my skin, and it just stays. And I used a magic eraser, and it came off, but it took all my skin off, too. It hurt for a week. So it was like ripping your skin off, but the paint came off. Basically, it was paint. And so, yeah, I had it all over my ears and my neck and my head. And yeah, it was a mess. But yeah, they sell little, I guess, little shower caps for your ears. So when you dye your hair, it doesn't get on your ears. So I'm going to get some of those. They had a special deal. It was $1.98 for everything. So I just went down the list to see what they had. So, and then I have a armchair chef crochets, which is getting bigger because I'm doing a lot more crochet because I have a new way to do my crochet this year, which is good for people who, I just watched So Magical Michelle. I watched her do her thing, and she said she wasn't being motivated to get her projects done. Well, Michelle, this is something that you could do that might help the way that I'm doing it, which is the same problem I have is getting into the projects and doing them, is I have a bucket and I have all my projects on papers in the bucket and I pull one out and I work on that project. And then when that one's done, pull out another one. And it motivates me to get things done, things that I want to do, things that I've already started, using yarns that I want to use, you know, doing loveys, doing just the list is really long now. I added a bunch of stuff. And then I have another list playlist that's public on my channel that's called Quick and Easy. Well, I went out and did a search for projects that claim that they are quick and easy. And that ranges from slippers, slippers, hats, bags, blankets. Okay, now basically it's the stitch that I'm after, and I'm going to use that stitch in some way, not to make a whole blanket, but to make a swatch of some kind, and then use that in another project. I don't want to make a big thing if I'm just doing a quick and easy stitch. I will, once I get to that, I will figure out something to do with that. So every time I get a stitch, I can do the same thing. And then eventually they will all be put together in a project. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it because I don't want to make a blanket every time I get one of those quick and easy stitches. Because I just went out and found a bunch more. I just added about a couple dozen more things to that list because I'm getting distracted again. Okay, armchair chef. Oh, I'm a postal worker, 25 years. I'm going on 26 years. And I have all kinds of information. So every once in a while when I'm doing a video, I'll bring up something and give you a tip. When I get packages, sometimes I mention how great they were wrapped, and this is a good thing to do. Oh no, I have an example of that too. I had a package. Let me cover the addresses. I had a package like this. I was taking to the post office. And what I do with my packages is I put them in these and then I tape it up. I tape it up here. Actually, I do have a package. Let me go get it. So what I did was I got it in here and mush it down. And now when you do mush it and you fold over the edge, because it's sticky, sometimes it sticks to itself, but I fold the inside in and pull this over as far as I can. And then the edges sometimes will go down. So what I do is I will tape the edges down like this. Then I go around here. I don't want this kind of thing to happen because this can get caught on something. I don't like that because there's lots of equipment. There's lots of the machines. It can get caught. So when I do put the address on it, I will be putting more tape on to close these little gaps up. And then I do the bottom too to reinforce that. And I'll do something like that. And then what I do is where the edge is, I put a piece of tape around that. Now, when I put my address on it, I find the flattest part, put it down. The flattest spot will go down so that it lays flat when it's on the conveyor belt because it will rock around and roll around. This side's more round. You don't want to put the address on the flat side because the round side is down and it will roll around. And you want to put the address on the round side so the flat side's down. That's a hit. Nobody tells you. So what'll happen is as long as the barcode is visible, that's really what matters. It will scan it. Don't wrinkle your barcode when you tape it on. So what I do is I put it here and then I tape the whole label. I use the paper and I print out the paper and I tape the whole thing. Well, I was taking it out to the car and it fell off of my thing flat down in the water. Yeah. So if I had not had that whole thing taped, my label would have been ruined. And that can happen anywhere. That can happen at home. That can happen at the post office. That can happen out on the road when they're delivering your package. And look at the weather we're having right now everywhere. Well, except you people that it's 70, 80 degrees. But everybody else is having moist, wet weather and windy weather, but wet, you do need to keep your labels dry, because that happened here. I could have fixed that. But if this happened anywhere else, that label might have become unreadable. And if it comes totally unreadable, what are they going to do? They can't deliver it or send it back unless part of it's readable, legible. So yeah, that's why I do have the self-stick ones, but sometimes they don't stick to this plastic. So I tape it anyway. So I'm not using them as much. I noticed that I have to take tape with me to the post office if I have it done there, because sometimes some of these, they pull right off. And if it gets caught on something and comes off, then there's nothing on your package. Sometimes ideally, you want to put your address where it's going, or where your return address inside. That way, if that happens, it does go to the dead letter office, which is what we call Nixie. I don't know. But that's what we call our department. They will open and inspect packages that have been damaged and sent to them to be rewrapped or repaired. And then they determine what to do with the package. Now, there is an incident that happened with somebody, and this happens not with just one person, lots of people. When you send your packages priority, that includes $100 insurance, and that includes return postage. If that package has to be sent back to you, that is included in the fee that you're paying. So if you decide you want to pay less and send it retail ground, which is cheaper, sometimes by $10, you don't get the insurance. You still get tracking, but if that package gets returned to you, you don't get that paid for. You have to pay that yourself. And if you cannot pay that to get that out of postal jail, because they will hold it at the post office, you have to pay to get that back. It ends up going to waste. It doesn't get. Now, there are places that will, in my experience, personal experience, that becomes waste and it gets thrown out and destroyed. But there are places where you can purchase mail, and it is legit, because I've looked into it, and it's not stolen mail. It's mail like that, I guess. I don't know how that is done, because none of my facilities ever worked in that I know of sent that mail anywhere. It was sent to be destroyed and thrown away, not sent to a place where they sell it. So I'm sure that happens, because I researched it, but I don't know where in the process it does that. I don't know. But yeah. So if you can't get your package out of postal jail, if it's returned to you, then it eventually gets thrown away, or I guess sent to one of those places that will sell it to people as packages that have been returned or unclaimed, which is technically it's an unclaimed package. So okay, then the other thing was, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I was doing some packing last night, and I want to show you. I was doing my mailing. I was sending out packages, my mystery packages. And as a matter of fact, I still have mystery boxes in my shop. And if you buy more than $35, it's free shipping in Etsy, which would be 2 mystery boxes is over $35. So it's free shipping. I had just got a purchase for 3 of them. Now that's free shipping. That's a good deal. They're only, what, $30 a piece, $90 free shipping. for 9-ish pounds of yarn. That's a lot of yarn. That's like a $10 box from Kramer's. So I was doing my shipping. So these were on Etsy. So I did the Etsy prices on this. And then I went to Pirate Ship and did the Pirate Ship prices to see what the difference was. Now, with Etsy, they do take a percentage of your order. Okay. So if the purchase is through Etsy, it doesn't really matter who I use because there's going to be a fee taken out of it anyway, a processing fee. So I did a bag. Okay, I did a box. The 3 orders, it was a 10-pound box. The priority shipping was $34. This was, I think, further east. The further away the person is from you, the more it's going to cost, just so you know. So that was $34 for priority. And then to do retail ground, that's with the commercial discount. For retail ground, it was $17. It was half the price to send it without the insurance, to send it without the return postage. It was 15 inches. The size makes a difference. That was 15 by 11 by 11 box for three mystery box orders. So that would have been $34 to ship it. And that was a $90 order with free shipping. And I would have had to pay $34 with shipping. So I'll tell you what I'm doing with that one. The next one was, I checked Pirate Ship and it was exactly the same for the box. The other box was 6 pounds with 2 orders. It was a smaller box. It was 14 by 10 by 7, and it was closer. It was, I think, Colorado, which is just over the mountain for me. It was only $9.90. $9.26 retail. So you send it priority, it gets the insurance, the return postage. 60 cents difference. Okay. Now the last is 1 order. 1 order I can put in a bag because it's not as big and not as heavy. And I have, I feel that's this one. This is a single order. This is 3.4 pounds of yarn. And that package, I measured it, was 11 by 10 by 7. Now, when you're doing the bags, it tells you to measure the bag that's flat. When it's flat, I don't do that. I measure it once I put the stuff in it. Because that's the size of the bag. That's the size of the product and the merchandise. I do my own labels, so nobody's ever gotten pissy on me about that. But there is an option on Pirate Ship. They don't have this option on Etsy. At Etsy, this priority was $18 and ground was $12 because it goes length, width, height. It uses all 3, 11, 10, 7 for the size. Now, if you go to Pirate Ship, they have the third option where you can do bag, and the bag includes box in a bag. And to me, and what it does is it takes the cubic measurement, which is like the dimensions of the outside. They just want the length and the width of the package. They don't want the depth or the third measurement. They don't want the third one. They just want the size of the bag. Cubic, they call it. And when I did that on Pirate Ship, I did the 11 by 10, which is the regular dimensions, the actual dimensions of the package. It was $10 for priority. It was $8 cheaper just to do the cubic with the bag. So that's a big difference between the 2 services. Priority, where you only have a package, and then Pirate Ship, where you can have the option to do the bag or box and bag. So what I did, I went back to Pirate Ship for my 10-pound box to see if it would make a difference if I put that box inside of a bag, how much that would be. And yeah, it was half the price. It wasn't going to be $34. It was only going to be like 17. So what I did is I'm ordering bags. I'm looking around to see what can I use to put this box in. It's pretty big and it's really big. It's 15 by 11. So that it's in a bag so I can pay half the price for shipping. And I don't really have any. I have something that'll go over it, but it won't cover the top. So what I decided to do is I ordered some bags. They'll be here tomorrow. And I got 30 by 36 bags. So any box I have will fit inside of that if it's a big box, and I'll get the cheaper price because it's in a damn bag. That's all you have to do. If you're going to send a box, just put it in a bag. And it's going to be cheaper if you use pirate ship. A lot cheaper, apparently. So, yeah, I don't want to spend $34 to mail a box half across the country. But if I put it in a bag, I don't have to spend 17. And the bags aren't that cheap. You can get them for $1 or $2 a piece, and I still save $15. So that's what I'm going to do. That's a real good, helpful tip for you guys that are doing shipping. You still want to protect your stuff. You want to put it in a box. Just get bags. Put the box in a bag. And if you take it to the post office, that should be an option to send it cubic. I'm not sure. I really am not sure, but you don't get the commercial discount. It would not be this price if I took it to the post office. You know what I'll do is I will go to the post office website, put in this dimension for this box and see how much they would charge me without the commercial discount. And I will put that information and show you. So yeah, this is very interesting stuff. I mean, it's stuff I'm learning. I never worked on the retail side and I never ever mailed anything until I've been doing this. So yeah, it's a really big learning curve. And I still see things as very expensive. That's why when we do the mystery art challenge, I try to let people know that you have some options. But now the better option is put it in a bag. Put your box. If you still want to protect it with a box, get a bag. Put it inside of a bag. And it's going to be cheaper. Now, like I said, I got to go to the post office. I think they offer that option, but you don't get the commercial discount that you get on pirate ship. I'm repeating myself on purpose, okay, this time. So, yeah, this video is going to be longer, which is nice because if you watch it to the end, guess what happens? You'll be surprised. So, okay, I'm going to go to the post office site and I'm going to figure out what the price is. And I'll let you know. So, thank you for watching. I'll add the information in here and I will see you again in another video with updates. I have lots of stuff coming up, which I already told you. So, okay. All right. Bye. Okay. I am at the post office site. This is USPS.com. I'm in 84119. It's being sent to 44109. Planning to mail it today between 4 and 4:30. Now, these are the options. You can mail cremains, live animals, poultry, hazardous materials. Some things need to be sent ground. Oh yeah, some things are flammable. You get flammable markings on perfumes and things because I think it has alcohol in it. And anything that's aerosol, not pump, but if it's pressurized, that has to go ground. That is been marked. When I get stuff from Bath and Body Works and it has the room spray, which is pressurized, it goes, it has special markings on it. But yeah. Most of the stuff I use with my Bath and Body Works is just the gels or the soaps or the creams or things or the candles. So none of those are hazardous. which would be required ground sometimes, but you probably wouldn't know that unless you looked it up. Now, my options are postcard, flat rate, flat rate. Now, flat rate, you know what price it's going to be already. So now these are full rates. This is the full price from the post office. Let me do this one. Calculate on weight, size, and shape. What is it? Letter, envelope, package. How many pounds? 10. Ounces would be 0. It was exactly 10 pounds. I did. Okay, it did it. Now, I don't see an option here to do the cubic, but let's see. There's options here. Let's see. The dimension would be the length, would be the longest one, which is 15. Whoops. Oh, come on. 15. And then it was 11 and 11. Oh, it's a little slower. Okay, now let's continue. See what it does. Okay, here we go. These are the options it's giving me for this mail piece. Priority, $46. It was 34 on Etsy and Pirate Ship. Retail ground, which is the one with no insurance and no return postage, $34, which is what it costs to send priority. Yeah, you guys say it's expensive because it is. This is expensive. This is normal prices. This isn't jacked up. This is what they are now. This is what it costs to buy trucks, to buy gas. This is inflation. This is how it goes. That's why these other companies are good to use. Again, let me reiterate. If you're just sending books, catalogs, magazines, papers, you can do flat envelopes, or if you're sending a box of books, that's media. Look at this. If this thing was 10 pounds in this dimension and it had books in it, well, it wouldn't be 10 pounds maybe, but $10. $10 because it's media and it's very slow. It's very slow. You're not going to, unless you want to pay priority, but you saw how much that cost. So that's it. Apparently, I don't have an option for a bag in a box. And this is going from Utah to Ohio, which is pretty far away. So that's one reason it costs more. So yeah, I don't have that option. Pirate Ship is the only one that gives me the option of a box in a bag. So that is my go-to right now to save money. And I will put the link below for you. You do need to have a printer. You need to print out your labels. You can take it to the post office and drop it off inside. You don't need to even have them check it. Usually you can just take it and put it on a counter inside. Any of your third-party postal annexes, like a little small mom and pop store, sometimes they have mailing services. The UPS store sometimes will take post office packages, but they won't scan them for you. They'll scan their packages, but if I take a post office package to the UPS store, they'll take it, but they won't scan it for me. So I don't have any way to know that it's been scanned until the mailman picks it up from their store. We do have a contract with FedEx, so maybe we can take our stuff to the FedEx store. I've never tried that because the post office is right across the street. I just take it over there, put it on the counter. If it already has postage on it, usually there's a little counter. Now, yeah, you do have to, if you want to pay for the postage there, you're going to pay the full price. Pirate Ship, you do need to give them a payment method. I've never had a problem with it. What I do now, because I've had them charge me $1 or cents because I didn't put enough postage on it. So what I do now is I go up to the next ounce or point ounce. Like if mine comes up 6.10, I put 6.11 or 6.12. I add a couple just to make sure because I don't know why my stuff's not showing up. My scale might have been wrong, or it might have been not accurate, but I've not had any problem since I started bagging my boxes. So yeah, this is a great postal tip. And yeah, it behooves you to get a printer. You might be able to get a cheap one. Printers can be really cheap right now. You can also, those mailing label printers are very expensive. I went on Temu to look for one, and the cheapest one was like $70. You can get a regular printer cheaper than that. And you don't have to do Wi-Fi. You can just get it's called a fire cable. There's a little square thing on one end and a USB on the other, and it'll plug into everything. If you only have a phone, you can probably get an adapter to go into your phone to print. It's just, you just do searches on Amazon for cell phone printer cable, probably come up. And or adapter, and then you can plug it into your computer or your printer, and you have probably a printer app with your computer to put on your phone to do that. Now, I do know that I have some options to send to printer on my phone, but that does use Wi-Fi. Sometimes that stuff's not working. Sometimes you don't have that on cell. You're not on Wi-Fi. So there's a lot of options. You guys can even email me if you have any questions, because I do a lot of techie stuff. I know a lot of things. I've done a lot of things that I've tried to do that other people couldn't figure out, and I've had to find ways to figure it out. If there's something you need help doing, you're not sure, you can send me an email. You can ask me. I might be able to help you. So it makes me feel good when I can help you solve a problem. So, okay. I'm going to sign off this section. Just shows you the good information and why pirate ship is such a good benefit and option for you if you can manage to get your labels printed out. Okay. All right. I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to stop my recording.
Hi, it's Lori. It's my birthday month celebration. If you're still here watching, stay tuned for a secret birthday giveaway. It's time for another birthday celebration. This will be a knit box. This is a knitting kit. Learn to knit, and you get a little pattern book with some projects. A little pattern book with a few projects, some knitting stitch markers, the little round things on them, a set of Susan Bates 4.5 and 5.5 millimeter. I believe those are plastic. A cute little butterfly keychain from Darn Good Yarns, and some circular needles. Those would be 5.5 and 5.0. And the yarn is going to be it's a wrap, a size 1, 50 cotton, 50 acrylic. And this would be in the colorway Comedy. So 1,100 yards. So the word will be on the screen for this giveaway.